Chapter 21. If it so happen that in the field of the land the Lord your God gives you for inheritance a man is found lying dead, with his murderer remain unknown, then your elders and judges may go outside and measure the distance to the respective city from near the dead person. The elders from the city which is nearest must bring for the dead a calf that has not been put to labor and not laden with yoke. The elders of that city must take the calf to a valley where neither plowing nor sowing takes place, and break its neck there. Then the priests who are Levites must come near, for it is them that the Lord your God has chosen to serve him and to speak out blessing in the name of the Lord. According to their decree, all disputes and feud must be settled. The elders from the city which is nearest to the place where he who is murdered was found must wash their hands and pour over the calf, whose neck was broken in the valley. Our hands has not shed that blood, neither has our eyes seen it. Lord, please forgive your people of Israel whom you have chosen. Let not innocent blood be present in the midst of your people Israel. You should say so. Then the guilt pertaining to that blood shall be forgiven them. In this way it shall be acceptable in God's presence when the blameless blood is wiped off from your midst. At that time when you set forth for war against your enemies, and the Lord your God delivers them into your hands, so that you may take them as captives, and if it is found among them a beautiful woman with whom your heart is enticed, and falls in love with her to make her your wife, then you may take her to your home. She must shave her head, trim her nails, change the clothes of captivity. Live in your house during the time of 1 month of mourning for her parents. Afterwards you shall enter into her, and you shall be her husband, and she shall be your wife. But if you eventually entreats her with dislike, then she should be set free. She should never be sold for a price. You should not behave with her rudely, for you have been in wedlock with her. If a man has 2 wives, one among them admirable and the other despicable, and both of them born for him sons, of which the firstborn being the son of the despicable, at the time when he apportion his wealth, he must not ascribe the eldership to the son of the admirable, withholding it from the son of the despicable. You must accept the son of the despicable to be the elder, giving him twice the portion of everything that you possess. He is the beginning of your strength. To him shall belong the eldership. If anyone has a son who does not obey his parents, not willing to obey, even upon chastisement, being stubborn and rebellious, the parents may take him to the elders at the city gates. This son of ours is stubborn, rebellious, defiant towards us, being a glutton and a drunkard. So shall you say to the elders of the city. Then all his city men shall come together and stone him to death. In this way you shall take away injustice from your midst. All Israel should become afraid on hearing this. If anyone has committed a crime deserving death, and he has been killed hanging from tree, the corpse shall not remain on the gallows all night long. It should be buried on the same day. The man who has died by hanging is doomed in God's presence. You must not defile the land the Lord your God gives you for inheritance. Chapter 22. If you happen to see the bull or goat of your brother kicking around not knowing the path, you shall not walk aside ignoring it, but lead it to your brothers. Brother lives not near you. Rather he is a stranger to you, then it shall be taken to your home. It shall remain with you until the brother comes seeking after it. Then it should be returned to him. So shall you do for his ass, clothes, and all belongings that has been lost from your brother and found by you. You should not be indifferent. If you happen to find the donkey or bull of your brother fallen on the way, do not walk aside, but help it to its feet. Male should not wear female attire, and female should not wear male attire. All who do so is detestable for the Lord your God. If you happen to see a bird's nest on the way upon a tree or in the field, with the mother brooding over the young ones or on the eggs, you must not catch the mother together with its young ones. You must let go off the mother in order that it shall be well with you, and you may live long years. Young ones shall be taken. Upon building a new home, you must build half wall, lest someone may trip over from the top of your house, and the sin of bloodshed may fall upon you. In order that the yield of the crops and the fruit of the vineyard shall not come to be purified together, you should not sow yet another seed in your vineyard. Bull and ass should not be yoked together to a plow. Clothes made of intertwined threads of wool and jute should not be worn over. To the 4 corners of the outer robe that you wear, attach tassels. A man after marrying a woman enters into her, but eventually entreats her with despise, says so. As I married this woman and entered into her, I found her to be lacking virginity. Saying this, if he slander her, spreading rumors about her, Then the parents of the young woman should bring evidences to prove her virginity at the city gates before the elders of the city. The father of the young woman shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter to this man in marriage, but he entreats her with despise. He is blaming her, saying, the signs of virginity is found to be lacking in you. Therefore, behold the signs of virginity of my daughter, saying so open the clothes before the elders of the city. Then the city elders should punish that man. For he has spread rumors about a virgin in Israel. He should be charged with a fine of 100 silver coins and given to the father of the woman. She shall remain his wife. He should not divorce her in all his lifetime. But if the word that virginity is lacking with her turns out true, she should be taken to the doors of her father's home and stoned to death by the city men, since she has committed adultery in her father's home through her act of profanity in Israel. In this way you must get rid of injustice from your midst. If a man has been found sleeping with a woman who is married to another man, then both the man who slept with her and the woman has to be sentenced to death. In this way Israel must be rid of evil. If anyone finds a virgin girl in the city who is betrothed to another and sleeps with her, owing to the fact that the woman, despite being at the center of the city, has not cried out, and because the man has brought shame to his friend's wife, you must bring both of them at the city gates and stone them to death. In this way you must get rid of evil from your midst. However, if anyone finding a young woman in the fields molests her who is betrothed to another man and forcefully sleeps with her, the man alone should suffer death. The young woman should not be harmed. She has not sinned deserving death. This matter is similar to the kind if one strikes off a feud with his friend and kills him. For it was in the fields that he met her. Despite her cries for help, none might show up to save her. If it so happen that anyone upon meeting a young virgin who has not been betrothed forcefully sleeps with her, and if they are caught in the act, the man who slept with her should give the father of the virgin 30 silver coins. She must become his wife too. He has brought her shame. He must not divorce her all his lifetime. Nobody shall marry his father's wife. Neither shall you change your father's clothes. Chapter 23. An adulterer must not enter into God's congregation. The son of an adulterer must not enter into God's congregation. Not even his 10th generation shall enter into God's congregation. An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into God's congregation. Even his 10th generation shall not enter into God's congregation, that they have, and that they have not come receiving you on your way from Mesren, and also because they called up from Pether in Mesopotamia, Balaam the son of Beer, against you, giving him wages. However, the Lord your God has not given heed to Balaam. Since the Lord your God has loved you, the Lord your God had turned curses into blessings. Therefore not in all your lifetime shall you think for their peace and goodness. Not to despise Edomite, for he is your brother. Do not despise Mesronite, for you have been exile in his land. Children who are born to them into the 3rd generation can enter into God's congregation. When you set forth for military attack against your enemies, be watchful not to do anything unacceptable. If there be among you anyone who has become defiled owing to what has happened during night, he must go outside the camp. He shall not enter inside the camp. During twilight he may bath in water. After the sunset he can come inside. You must have a place outside the camp where you may relieve your bowels. There must be with you a pickaxe among your weapons. Dig out a hole with it. Sit for relieving the bowels, and cover up the stool. The Lord your God walks through the center of the camp to save you and to deliver your enemies to you. Your camp must be clean so that he may not depart from you finding anything unclean in it. You must not hand over the servant to his master who has come to you for refuge fleeing from the master. He shall live among you in your cities along with you in the place of his choice. He must not be put to distress. There must not be an adulteress among the daughters of Israel. Neither shall there be an adulterer among the sons of Israel. You shall not bring into the house of the Lord your God the wages of a prostitute, and the price of a bitch as a votive offering of any kind. Both of these are detestable to the Lord your God. You must not delay to fulfill the votive offerings that you have made before the Lord your God. If you do so, the Lord your God will ask of you. It will be reckoned to you for sin. However, not to vow is not sinful. What was a slip of tongue must be accomplished, and the votive offering which your mouth has spoken must be fulfilled diligently in the manner had it been vowed to the Lord your God. While you tread across your friend's vineyard you may eat to the fill, but not to drop them in your vessel. While you traverse the field of your friend, you may pluck out ears with your hands. However, you must not place sickle on his yield. Chapter 24. After a man has married a woman and slept with her, if he finds anything evil in her owing to which he entreats her with defies, he can write down a letter of divorce, hand it over to her, and send her off from the house. Then as she has left her husband's house, she may become wife to another. However, if it so happen that the second husband too sends her off with a letter of divorce from his house, or the second husband who has taken her as wife has died, her previous husband who has divorced her should not again take her as wife in marriage after she has become unclean. It is detestable before God. You should not defile the land the Lord your God gives you for inheritance through your sin. A man should not go for battle immediately after his marriage to a woman. He need not venture out for any matter. Neither should he be burdened. He should remain in the house free of all cares for 1 year, and rejoice with his wife he has married. None shall take for lend a millstone or the top stone, for it is like taking for lend life itself. If anyone steals one of his brothers who is one of the sons of Israel, and is found entreating him with harshness, or is found selling him to another for a price, then the thief must be sentenced to death. In this way you must get rid of injustice from among you. Be watchful regarding the affliction from leprosy, and be earnest to do as prescribed by the Levite priests unto you. You must do as I have.
All glory be to the Holy Trinity, one God! All glory be to the Holy Trinity, one God!
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.